Halsin is... No. Don't go there.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you, even if the Circle forbids it. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what the Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or what?
Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Yes. Yes, I see.
Say that like you're looking forward to it.
I think
I could use the target practice.
Or a baker. Or a butcher.
Butcher? Really?
Sure. Blood excites me.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Respect, sir. Being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus...
Keep your steel sharp.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the Druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the Druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once. To get these people to Baldur's Gate? Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
The Watch or the Flaming Fist?
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the Watch. You're too honest to be a mercenary.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
I have been waiting for you. I felt the moment of your liberation. The shedding of your bond. You called to me. I am here to show you the way. I was the first. The first to swear. The first to fall. When another's oath is broken, I stand witness. I hear their sorrow. I see their jubilation. I guide their hand. Oathbreaker. You swore to deliver vengeance. To hunt down those who had wronged, and ensure they felt the sting of justice. Tell me, why did you abandon your oath? A lapse in judgment. To know the reason for your fall is, perhaps, to know the shape of things to come. Take comfort in your undoing. I, like you, abandoned my cause. But much can still be achieved. Your oath is broken. The light within you fades. A new power is awakening. Darkness will obey your summons. The dead will march to your rhythm. Even now, these shadows gather around you. They sense the cracks in your armor. They yearn to be used, to be inflicted. I wielded the powers of darkness, yet held a candle for those who needed the light. My actions followed no teaching, apart from my own justification. Good or ill, I made my choices. Eventually, I heard the call of others who had strayed. I showed them the way, as I show you now. It is possible, but such a promise must not be made lightly. Wealth must be sacrificed, and your soul repledged. It is wise to first consider what is gained, and what is lost in the bargain. Should you wish to do so, speak with me again. Do not resist. Surrender and be remade. Though born of a vile source, these powers can be used for good or ill. Your oath no longer binds you. The choice is yours alone.
My faith will guide me.
Keep your distance, darling.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
What to do?
I'm so glad I found... Wait! I'm Althera, a bard from the Grove. I don't mean any harm. Oh, yes, everything is fine. Thanks to you. That's why I'm here. When I'd heard what you'd done, it inspired me. Made me feel brave again. I want to join you. To fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped us. I've been running since El Turel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on. With you. Really? Oh, this is wonderful. I won't let you down. I promise. I can't wait to hit the road. Where will we go? Neverwinter? Oh, can we go to Waterdeep? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take it one note at a time, as my teacher would say.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. You scrub yourself until your hands are cold and raw. You can tell the blood is washing away, but your heart mourns its loss so dearly. If you are fortunate, no soul will be able to know you were behind this murder. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened. She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you? Why? Was her innocence just an act? The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. Much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light.
time to waste.
You have my attention.
No time to dally.
I have such a headache. Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
The true soul would know. We're doing the right thing.
This is it. I guess we go inside?
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness. The owlbear's one good eye flicks away for a moment. You follow its glance and see an owlbear cub. The owlbear stares, then sharply inhales your scent. It sits back, its eyes still fixed on you. A silent ultimatum. You can leave now, or step closer and die.
A subtle approach.
Death is but a word away. Let's light them up.
I'm ready. On I go.
Still on my feet. Light on my feet.
choice but to keep going. Another step forward.
Witching hour.
Looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That prolonged its
Some
misery.
rest's better than none.
It's dead. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. I wish Edwin were here. He would have been honored to fight alongside you. What would you have of us now, sir? Edwin told us there was a camp of faithful goblins nearby. We'll find safe harbor there. He'd want us among friends. Absolute protect you.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
I wonder what the next move is.
Oblivious to your presence, the
Let's get going. Owlbear eggshells. An unhatched one would fetch quite a price.
An unusual place to find a shrine of Seluna, but there it is.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
Trust no one.
At least things have stayed interesting.
night, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony. You would have given anything to have seen it. As you jolt awake, too many questions plague you. When the proud deed of her death was yours, why do you have no recollection of it?
Me lord, jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long. Oh, one hell of a butler. The most unprincipled servant you could hope for. You have always struggled to conduct yourself properly without me. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road. Such fine work could never be done by a wretch like me. Any dreadful inheritance. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity. Oh, it was wonderfully disgusting, wasn't it? Be true to yourself, my lord.
you see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
That might be worth a look. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Let's get on with it.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupants survived, they're nowhere to be seen.
What am I to do?
Never a dull moment. West Baldur's Gate, East El Terrell.
Liam isn't here.
We didn't make it this far.
You saw them grab him.
You don't gotta...
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. Don't know what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic buried in the arse end of nowhere. And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for. Have at it. If you think you can do better. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. It weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely, and maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him. Come on. We're wasting time.
Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. And I didn't want to be stuck mopping up nosy trespassers like you. Ain't no one getting their way today.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, sir.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Influence, yes. But for better or worse. Until we know, I recommend a cautious approach.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it? That's no fun.
An astute approach. I'm glad we're of one mind.
Not to my taste, certainly.
Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa bark. If only I knew where to find some. I can't forge a weapon without starting a fire.
How'd you know? Ain't fair.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see one.
How'd you know?
And the others getting drunk off their choppers in camp.
Ain't fair.
Everything here is ours. Bugger off!
Watch what you touch. If it smells like weed, it's canned, right?
Open up. Something over there. What's that?
You do your best to wipe the dirt from your face and look presentable. Adventuring is murder on one's wardrobe, though.
Speak your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
There is a pause as those glass eyes take you in. Then...
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown. Can't give up now.
your desire.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
Don't touch me.
Never a dull moment.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You can sense something dark about this tome, something profane.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book. You can sense something dark about this tome, something profane.
Looking ahead. Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Drunk off that choppers.
With pleasure.
Let's move. Might be useful.
succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Go away!
Feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. The dagger is tightly embedded in the carcass. You notice nothing unusual.
Close.
Library.
What now? How delicious. Watch your back.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat. Mystery meat, tough as boar.
No one stopped me yet.
Keep your distance, darling. Let's go to the shadows. A little chicanery.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Yikes. Don't disturb a half-ogre in the main.
No escape.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. What do I have to lose?
Get out!
On I go.
Never a dull moment.
Need to act fast. Please.
Lovely little pick-me-up.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. Why, I never. You're paranoid, aren't you? Must be the surroundings. Rather bleak and lonesome. One feels so exposed. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
What's that?
fight could have been avoided, but now you've made it inevitable.
The worms will feast on your sorry carcass when I'm done with you.
Let's go. To the shadows.
Survival is all that matters. Need to find a way forward. Go from here.
Feel my mistress's wrath.
Torment!
That nearly ended me.
Can't even catch my breath.
Let's have some courage.
Blood comes easy these days.
Take things you want.
They're dying for me. All of them.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. Oh, that's disappointing. I prefer it when my clients put up a fight. Only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil. Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it. By figuring out his true intentions. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Stop listening! Help!
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Cut me loose! Free me and find out! Ugh. Baga Kamara. Those pestilent thugs! Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? Nothing? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
air is ripe with magic.
Well, hello.
Let's get going.